What's going on, everybody? I have my incredible co-host with me today. This is Tux, and we are here to give you the movie review of Lady and the Tramp. So let's kind of go into this. And yeah, the cartoon that everybody's come to love was made in 1955. I had to look that up because I couldn't believe it was that old. Um, and still going strong today. It's still the classic. The Disney made a live adaptation of it, which is only available on the Disney Plus streaming platform, or app, or whatever you want to call it. It's I'm not here to advocate for that or whatever. I'm just saying it never went to theaters. It's not DVD or whatever. Like, you can only see this on their streaming platform, the Disney Plus. But off that, let's go into this movie review. I do want to kind of just start off by saying they did update some things, though. It still takes place in the 1920s kind of era, but uh, they definitely updated some things to make it a more modern version, or relate more with modern times and that kind of stuff. So with that, it's kind of, this isn't really going to make or break anything or whatever, but small things like Jock, who's one of the main dogs in the film, in the cartoon, he is now a new character, Jacqueline, who kind of still fills that role, but it's just differently, and they give her a little bit of a different backstory and that kind of stuff. But it's it doesn't make or break the film for me, honestly. The film really hovers around Lady and Tramp, so it's some of the things that they changed with some of those other characters or whatever is a little bit different, but I don't think it actually broke anything away from the story. Did it enhance anything? I don't think so either. I think that actually kind of worked out well in their situation, because I feel like they're able to take some creative liberties and change it without making or breaking anything. And the voice casting, for the most part, I feel like was pretty good. There's a couple that I wasn't necessarily on board with. I will point out, though, Sam Elliott matches his dog perfectly. Um, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just wait till you see those moments. One thing that I was kind of going into it was, I was expecting like the cartoon to not see Jim and Darling, and because you only saw them like from the neck down. So I went into this film expecting to only see that, but to my surprise, it's definitely not that way. In fact, they actually play a pretty big role in the film, and it's I think it's great. It helps the story overall. It helps you like with that character development, and you have that relationship with them work out a lot more. I feel like because you're actually seeing not just from the neck down expressions of hands and that kind of stuff. You're seeing the facial features and everything that goes into it as well. So I think adding them into it was a smart move. I guess it could have been weird to see just actors, from the neck down the whole movie. I guess it worked in the cartoon though, so I went into this expecting it. And I will say I never saw the trailer um, for this. I saw like the teaser and like in the posters or whatever, but I didn't see like a full length trailer or anything like that. So I really didn't know what to expect when I was getting ready to watch this film. One thing I do want to kind of mention is, because I do know there's a lot of controversy about the Siamese cat song. What I will say is they changed that for this film. So I'm not going to get onto the whole topic of the controversy and stuff. I will say, if you didn't like the Siamese cat song, you don't need to worry, because they changed that for this film. It's a completely different song. And to be completely honest with you, they're not even Siamese cats. Um, I don't know how that affects you if you didn't care about it, because some people kind of say that's the most recognizable song from that film. But uh, the new song, it works with the film. It's nothing that's going to be groundbreaking. I can't even remember a line from it, but um, that scene to me, they tried. I don't think they were successful, but I do want to say, though, if you were debating because you don't agree with the whole Siamese cat controversy or whatever that is, or whatever, you can rest assured that it's been updated for the new film. It's not even in it. That's all I'm going to say on that. And then moving on, some things that they did. One thing is they give Tramp a backstory. Now, I'm not going to talk about what it is or anything like that because I need you to watch this. I will say some people might not like this. I enjoyed it. Um, in fact, it's not my favorite scene. My favorite scene's coming up, but it made me relate to Tramp more in this film than I did in the cartoon. And not just because they gave a backstory, but just I think they executed Tramp really well in this film. I feel like Lady was probably executed a little bit better in the cartoon version. So it's almost like you wish the two would have collided or whatever. But I'm gonna end this with something that I thought they couldn't have done better was, let's just talk about it, the spaghetti and meatball scene. I'm not going to really ruin it for you. I will say, if you enjoyed it in the cartoon, I think you're going to enjoy it in this. It's pretty much spot on. So I guess to some degree, I guess that does ruin it for you. But it's the most iconic from the cartoon, and for me, I think it's the most iconic in this film. I thought it was well executed. Realistically, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever to have these guys making this table and candle and stuff like that for these dogs and stuff. But it's really, really cool seeing that they executed very well. I loved it. It was my favorite part of the whole movie. So if you love that in the cartoon, you will enjoy that in this. So with all that being said, Lady and the Tramp, I mean, I give it a 3 out of 5 for being a TV movie, just because there's a lot of things that, um, weren't great story wise. It's one of those movies like you think too much, it just doesn't make sense. So, but this is a review, and part of thinking is something that I do. So, overall, though, it's a family movie. So it's a movie to just go in, turn it on, and enjoy. Don't think too much. It's a bunch of dogs. Um, Actually, the CGI is basically a TV movie. So I will say, if you saw Lion King, you saw Jungle Book, don't expect that Disney quality for this. Like, it is CGI for like a TV movie kind of base. So some of the dog movements and their mouths and that kind of stuff when they talk is not as defined as you've come to see in some other Disney films. And so some of these reasons alone, and kind of some of the storylines, and like I said, and some of the changes I didn't fully like. Um, uh, like hence the cats, for example. But that whole scene, I didn't care for it at all. But yeah, these things alone is kind of why I give it a more 3 out of 5. But um, I think it's a cute movie though. It's family friendly. And it's got dogs. So if you're an animal lover, it's something to kind of watch. And I know Tux and I, we definitely did. And so there it is. Lady and the Tramp, the live adaptation of it that's on Disney Plus. Boom, movie review with Tux and I, even though he's looking out the back window. He's got my back, literally. And so yeah, if you liked this, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. That way you can be up to date with all my other movie reviews. And then the big thing is just type in the comments. Let me know what you thought. I'm always interested to read other people's reviews and see where I line up with that and that kind of stuff. So yeah, hit up the comments. Let me know. Agree or not. So until next time, guys. See ya.